Um, yo, 1 second. My name is Cordy, man. Y'all already knew that. Um, we're just gonna be reacting to YouTube for an hour. If anyone gets on here, they tell me what to react to. I'll do it. If not, we got YouTube. So, um, sorry, I'm looking at statistics. Statistics be having me down sometimes, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. We got YouTube. So, man, I said that forever ago. We got YouTube. Let me get. I like to get on all three devices. Um, I'm not sure if my YouTube just resets every month or whatever. But that's crazy. Y'all don't even care about that. We're just gonna react to this first video, and we'll check the after each video we'll check the chat. Most likely I'll just look at my phone chat right here. I'll just have it open. I'll keep it open on the chat screen. And if somebody says something, they like, "Hey man, can you react to this?" We'll do that. But right now we're reacting to WWE.
Ready to take your business to the next level? Scale it with the commerce platform made for entrepreneurs.
Let me tell you that.
Shopify is specially designed to help you grow your.
That got me.
Alright guys, welcome back to the channel and the latest roundup of wrestling game news.
I put some white cheddar on it. It's real good.
WWE 2K24 with rumours surrounding Bray Wyatt.
I hope he's not the cover star. I don't want to see Bray Wyatt.
And then we have some big updates for AEW Fight Forever, including confirmation of their Season 2 DLC, some of which has already leaked. So let's start with AEW Fight Forever, as this week sees some major updates and announcements take place, starting with the release of a brand new patch. This new patch, which brings the game up to version 1.07, comes with nearly 100 fixes in total, with these ranging from minor stability updates all the way to new features. Rather than run through the entire list, I wanted to highlight some of the bigger changes, starting out with one that was made to minigames, as prior to the patch, only 3 minigames were available when starting the game, as players had to complete Road to Elite to unlock new ones, which is a really time-consuming process, as completing the mode only unlocked one new one, so you had to play through it numerous times to unlock them all. Following the new patch though, Yuke's have included a change that unlocks all of the mini-games at the start, so you no longer have to play through Road to Elite to unlock them. Moving over to the Creation Suite, there's been a lot of criticism about how limited the mode is, therefore to address that, the new patch has started to add in some new features, these including a menu that allows you to customise materials for core parts, as well as adding in Shadow Wrestler skins from Road to Elite, which you can now select when customising an attire. While these updates aren't groundbreaking, it is a start, with more updates set to be on the way. Another change, which really should have been in from the beginning, is if you download the FTR DLC, they'll now appear as a tag team within the selection screen, whereas previously they only appeared under the singles menu. Another new addition is a new option to hide the player HUD, which is something a lot of people had been asking about, as you can now turn this on or off in the options menu. Apart from these changes, the rest of the updates are purely fixes, with these including issues with moves, crashes, and various errors within the menus. So that's the patch news. However, the bigger news for Fight Forever comes with a confirmation of a DLC Season 2, as the official AEW Games Twitter account tweeted out the following. Yo, listen, big things are coming in Season 2, stay tuned. As for who or what is included in Season 2, the screenshot used in the announcement teased the addition of the new AEW Dynamite set, with the wording on the tweet also hinting at the addition of the acclaimed Max Caster and Anthony Bowen. While the lineup for Season 2 has yet to be announced, there has been several leaks following the latest patch update, where modders within the community have confirmed that the new Dynamite set and the models for the acclaimed have already been added, alongside the addition of Tony Storm,
I saw that. I didn't really care.
Outcasts. As of right now, there's no word on when the Season 2 DLC
will be Tony Storm stuff. Though, given that the I didn't watch the video, I was just scrolling, and I saw it in the thumbnail.
Speaking of announcements, we do have one for the upcoming Aki-inspired Ultra Pro Wrestling, as this week seeing them announce the Motor City Machine Guns, Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin, who become the latest stars to join the lineup of Free Agent DLC, which already features more than 30 well-known legends. Finally for today, let's talk WWE 2K24, as a new report claims that 2K are looking to dedicate the game to the career of Bray Wyatt, as well as teasing some new PvP updates. This report comes via the Better Wrestling Experience Twitter account, which tweeted out the following. For 2K, they believe that they will dedicate the game for Bray Wyatt's career. They're also looking into PvP new opportunities. It could end up being a different game than 2K24. I have no other updates, but will share when possible. As for the validity of the account,
I think he meant a different game from 2K23.
The broken English and the vagueness of the info is something that anyone could predict. However, the account has been right in the past in regards to several WWE leaks, and it's frequently cited as a source for Cultaholic, which does give it some credibility. Given that the tweet is very vague in details, there's a lot of speculation going on as to what it means and how 2K could honour Bray, with various reports claiming he could be honoured
them
as
just
the
giving the cover
game,
star to people because they die.
Showcase,
I don't like
or
that.
even have his own
This
special
is the
edition.
people who died and
While it's unknown
they
which
really
of
ain't
the
getting
options,
nothing.
if any, 2K
Most of them
plan,
didn't even get a
it's something that they'll have
mention
to
on
be quite
WWE.
cautious about in the way that they
Like
do it,
so-and-so
so that they can
passed away.
truly honour Bray Wyatt. In that regard, having him as the cover star would be a great way to do that, as would a special edition that includes some unique
If he's a
content
cover
for
star
fans.
for a special
So I do
edition,
think you have to be
I'm
very
just getting the
careful on
standard
what's
edition.
included so that it doesn't come across
Well,
as
how
being
not the
profit
standard, the
motive.
deluxe.
And in that regard, I think it would be a good idea to
Yeah,
find
make him an
WWE
icon
lead
edition. I
and
won't be
dedicate
getting
a
that.
portion of any proceeds
But if
to
he's
Bray's family. As for honouring Bray's career in a 2K showcase,
Maybe they put
personally,
Undertaker
I would love
as
to
the
see
deluxe
that,
edition,
but it would all depend on whether you could do him
and
justice
Roman Reigns
with
as
who
the
they could include,
standard
as you would
edition.
need to include the Wyatt family
I ain't gonna lie, I
stars,
might get
which
both
is not
editions
the realms of
just because.
possibility, as I'm sure WWE and 2K could work out a deal with John Huber's wife to have him included as Luke Harper, while Eric Rowan appears to be a free agent. The only other stumbling block for a potential Wyatt showcase would be the omission of Dean Ambrose, who they would need in place to recreate some of the iconic matches between the Wyatt family and the Shield, as well as Bray's first WWE Championship win inside the Elimination Chamber, as Ambrose was also present in that match, though there is the possibility that 2K could cut around him and have the match begin after his elimination. As for other ways to honour Bray, looking back at the series historically, the last time we seen a WWE game honour a falling star was with the release of WWF Attitude in 1999, as that game was dedicated to the memory of Owen Hart, who had passed away just a few months prior to the game's release. As part of the tribute, the game included a special tribute screen that appeared prior to loading into the main menu, with this screen dedicating the game to Owen's memory.
I can see
Alongside
that.
the
If they did that
dedication, the game
before,
also
I wouldn't
included Owen
mind.
Hart as a
I
playable
skip him every
character,
time
though
anyway.
this would be the last time he would appear in a WWE video game. Going back to the initial tweet,
I thought he was supposed to be in
alongside the Bray
AEW
Wyatt
game.
tease, it was also mentioned 2K are looking into new PvP opportunities, which is a term used in gaming to refer to player versus player matches.
I thought that
But again,
was what he
this
meant.
statement is very vague, and it could relate to anything from a new match type to the addition of a new mode, or a complete overhaul of the game's online PvP offerings, which is an area that was previously earmarked for improvement by former WWE Games executive producer Patrick Gilmore. As the sentence states, it could end up being a different game than 2K24. You could speculate that the PvP opportunity is something big that could warrant its own
Wasn't
game.
the guy
And to
on
that
there?
regard, it makes me think
His name
that
was
2K
like,
could be looking at some
I
form
think
of
Brian
online battle
Williams
royale that
or
offers
something.
something to compete with AEW
I think,
Stadium Stampede, which is something I definitely
Live,
think it
they
could
met
look
him,
into as a standalone
and
free
they
to
was
play game
asking him
using a
questions.
similar
Whatever.
model to Fortnite. Now, obviously, that is just speculation, as all we have to go on is that one sentence, but we do know from the
Is
latest
it- that
2K
game mode's
investor
still not
earnings
out?
report that 2K are currently working on several unannounced sports titles, with these falling under the same mid-core category as WWE 2K Battlegrounds, so perhaps an online PvP game is one of
That
them.
was negative. I thought he gonna throw him all the way in the
So
air.
that's the latest roundup of wrestling game news. Let me know what you make of it in the comments, and if you want to stay up to date with all the latest news, then please do hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, as I cover all things wrestling game related. Until next time though, thank you so much for watching this video.
Alright, first video down. Let's see if we got anything in the chat. And nothing. I could Let me see if I can text my boy Cam, tell him to get in here. Okay. Alright, what did Rama say? Okay.
What have you done around here for the past few months? The only thing you've done is get to change your name in what? Cosplay a redneck version of my cousin? What have you done around
That's
here
true.
for the past few months?
I heard that last week. I think they uploaded it already.
Yo, Brody! First day out this bitch! First day out this bitch! Hurry the fuck up!
So my boy Castanet out of jail. It's crazy because RDC just went in too. I just saw him. They was like they was going in there with Kai, so he wouldn't have to do all his time alone. I guess they went in and got released the same day as well. Oh, let me turn the volume down. Let's check out another video. Here we go. Let me go to the home screen. See what we got. How long is this? Full fanmade story. Oh, only 8 minutes? Let's check it out.
Money makes the world go round and round and round and round.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Lewis Fiction and welcome to pre-writing Marvel's Spider-Man 3. Now obviously this video will include spoilers for Marvel's Spider-Man 2, so if you haven't managed to watch, play or do whatever with the game yet, then this video will contain spoilers. And with that heads up, let's get straight into the pre-writing. So we
think I'm working on my second playthrough.
And we have to establish a few things first. The first half of this game will be mostly focused around Miles rather than Peter. Although people won't really like this, just hear me out. Peter is taking a back step from being Spider-Man at the end of the last game, so it makes sense to focus more on Miles during the first half of this game. I'd also like to think that this game will also kind of be like two halves. The first half will be more Miles-centric, while the final half will round off Peter's character and will be more Peter-centric, but we will get to that down the line.
Ain't that how the game actually went?
It will be mainly
Thought he was
Miles
rewriting
first,
it,
and Peter
like a
will
new
come back into the
direction.
story later. You will still be able to play as Peter during the first portion of the game, however these will be mainly side quest related missions, mostly to do with Peter and the Emily May Foundation. During the opening of the game, we will have a major action set piece just like we have for the last two games. However, it will be just Miles by himself taking down a villain known as Big Wheel, who will be rampaging through the city. Once again, this will be a tutorial for the game, as well as an introduction into the story and the main conflict. Miles will call Peter during the fight, asking him to help. Miles understands that Peter wants to be himself for a while and settle down, but we get the impression that Miles isn't really ready to take on the whole city on his own just yet. However, Peter declines and will say that he's busy with work and stuff, and that Miles has got this. Peter is under the impression that he thinks Miles is ready to take the city by himself, but Miles is still self-doubting himself in places. The mission will finish with Miles defeating Big Wheel, showing us that he is in fact capable. However, there will be a lot of property damage caused in the process, and a lot of people will be injured. There will be a bunch of things that Miles could have done differently to avoid certain things happening during the fight, and this will spark the main conflict in the game. That Miles, although he is now a seasoned Spider-Man, he will still have a few holes in his abilities and experience. Miles will go on to take the blame from this from J. Jonah Jameson and various other news outlets. Self-doubt and being New York's main Spider-Man will be Miles' main story throughout this game, because especially through the first part of the game, like we mentioned, Miles will be the main character. However, even though we've got all that stuff going on, we will also still catch up with Peter Parker.
The Emily May Foundation in Harry's name has taken off. It's finally making him money, and him and MJ are living relatively comfortably. It's not anything massive, but it is sustainable. The Emily May Foundation in this game will almost be a very loose adaptation of Parker Industries. Even though the idea of Peter being rich is something that many fans don't like, if you guys haven't caught on, Peter's character arc throughout this game is going to be centered around him ignoring Miles when Miles needs him the most, ignoring his Spider-Man duties because he believes that his great responsibility lies within the work that he is doing with the Foundation. Not to mention, he also has a great responsibility and owes everything to Mary Jane Watson, the girl and the person that has stood by him this whole time. That way, Peter Parker's life will be drastically improved, and we will get shown this through many scenes. Now, I will admit I wasn't the biggest fan of this during the end of the last game, and I thought the decision to regress Peter to a more background Spider-Man is never in the character's main interests. However, trying to retcon or ignore or even change the ending of the last game would probably make for a more complicated and worse story, so I'm just going to double down on it for now and use this to my advantage when crafting Peter's character arc throughout this game. And it will also, in turn, by the end of the game, add way more depth to his character overall. And also to triple down on Peter's character choices during this portion of the game, MJ will also announce that she is pregnant. Miles can start to realize that Peter is starting to fade away from being Spider-Man, and the pressure
said this
is
game was
getting
supposed to be sad.
Not only is the Emily May
The
Foundation
original
doing
Spider-Man
really
game.
well,
It was.
but Mary Jane will be pregnant.
I'm not
with
like
a
one of
child.
those
And it's
emotional
looking, as the
gamers.
first part of the game goes on, that Peter Parker is less likely to return to being a full-time Spider-Man. Miles will feel down, and we will cut to a scene with him having dinner with his mother at his apartment. Yankee and Haley will also join them as we catch up with these characters as well. We learn that Haley and Miles are close to dating. However, a reason that Miles is down during this portion of the story is that school and Spider-Man are starting
I
to
wish
get
they
in the way
gave
of
her a
their
voice so
relationship
she could
slightly.
talk.
This will be very reminiscent of Peter's
I
early
don't know,
days
it
as
just feels
Spider-Man,
weird.
and we will show how Miles is dealing with the same issues.
They got
being
all the
one
people
and
that
only
can
Spider-Man,
talk,
or at
and
least
then
the
they got
Spider-Man
someone
that
who
is doing
can't.
most of the stuff
And she's
throughout
the
the
love
city.
interest.
We will then get a knock at the door, and Albert and Cindy Moon will also join them for dinner as well. We will get a scene fully introducing us to these characters. Obviously, we met them in the post-credit scene of Marvel's Spider-Man 2,
Alright.
but here we will learn a
Cindy,
lot about
I
them
heard
as people.
her and
We will
Peter
learn
had
that
like
Cindy is a
something.
very mysterious character, and
We
Rio
didn't really
and Miles
see,
are really struggling to learn
what she looked
anything
like.
about her.
But
She's
she looked
closed
like
off,
she was
she's
young.
quiet, she doesn't really talk much, and it's hard to get any sort of
Like,
conversation out of her whatsoever. We also learned
between
that since the last game, Rio and
13
Albert
and
have actually
15,
grown ever so
but
close
she looked
together,
small.
meaning that Miles wants to get to know Cindy better as well, especially due to the fact that she could end up being his stepsister at some point down the line. Or at least that's the way that it's going. Miles has also got a good relationship with Albert, fulfilling and representing that he has come to terms with his father's death, like it was explored throughout Marvel's Spider-Man 2. We will also learn in relation to Albert that he also does work at Oscorp Industries. Although it will be a passing comment throughout this scene, it will play a major role in the story later on. After this, we will be thrust into the first major mystery of the game, as Miles will encounter a huge monster goblin-looking thing. Now, everyone knows that Green Goblin will be a villain in this game. However, the way that I'm adapting the Green Goblin story in this game is going to be slightly different. Now, this massive monster goblin creature that Miles encounters won't actually be the Green Goblin whatsoever, but it will tie very heavily into one of the twists at the end of the first act. This will be the first major boss battle of the entire game. Miles will still call Peter again and ask for backup, but once again, he doesn't answer. Miles eventually takes out the beast, but this is when it's reported by Yankee on the Amazing Spider-Man app that several of these goblin monsters, varying in different sizes, are spread out throughout the city. These will be similar to the symbiote nest and Sandman crystals in the last game, and will be optional tasks to complete to gain resources for the skill trees. However, Miles needs to figure out where the source of these monsters came from and what is going on. This is when we will cut to Norman Osborn. Now, Norman will play a huge role throughout this game, as you will probably guess. He'll be focusing on trying to keep Harry alive at all costs, and all of his attention will be focused onto him. We will start to get the idea and impression that Norman has stopped focusing on his political career altogether and kind of fading into the shadows after resigning as mayor. It also doesn't help his reputation at Oscorp as well, as we start to notice a bit of tension between the board and investors, with Norman's constant focus away from the company. The company starts to lose revenue, and Norman isn't as invested in
You can't do this
as
to
he
me!
was. We will get more emphasis on how Norman's mental health has declined since the symbiote incident and Harry's coma. The doctors will continue to remind Norman that there isn't any point of keeping him alive, but Norman refuses to let Harry go. This is where we are introduced to the G-Serum. Now, the G-Serum will be revealed to be an amalgamation of components that created Devil's Breath and symbiotic traits that gave the symbiote its healing factor. The G-Serum was a last-minute cure to try and keep Harry alive. However, it is still being tested, as it currently is not safe. However, it still has all the baseline components for a cure for his disease. And Norman believes this to be the answer. However, the serum at this point is still very dangerous and still needs more testing. This is when it is revealed that Oscorp has already been conducting human testing in secret behind the board's back with the G-Serum. And some tests that went horribly wrong resulted in the subjects escaping, revealing that the monster goblin creatures scattered throughout the city were because of the G-Serum. And with that, we come to the end of Act 1. That is it for my first part in the pre-write for Marvel's Spider-Man 3. Obviously, there's a big twist at the end there, but going into parts 2 and 3, you're not going to want to miss them because we have got huge reveals, huge character moments, and huge stories going forward. So make sure you leave a like, tell me what you think in the comment section down below, and subscribe so you do not miss the next part. With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Wish we would have had actual gameplay. That would have been cool. I know a lot of fan channels, they make pretty cool gameplay, but that one, not so much. Okay, let's get into this. His baby mama ripped out his dreads. I finished what she did, what she started.
Discover different Black Friday deals at Target each week.
Bro, he got chill on these title names.
Sephora is everywhere you are. So when you need a gift,
thank you.
Hey, bro. Nah, I feel like they just deserve to know, how did we get here, bro? You gotta tell them the story, bro. I think, I don't know, the title not gonna make sense to them, bro. So tell them, just let them know how we got here, bro.
The boy kinda looked like Frank Moore. Well, I thought he had braces on.
Alright, YouTube, this is just another case of toxic baby mama and baby daddy drama, okay? Now, I'm gonna have him tell the story time at the end. That'll just give you a reason to stay to the end, alright? So if you guys are new and you're seeing this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I bring quality content to this channel all the time, okay? So, first thing I did with this haircut is cut off all the nappy hair on top, all the pulled out hair that had happened and everything. Basically used the shears to cut all the bulk off. Then I did wash his hair. Now I'm gonna use my two closed and I'm just gonna debulk everything. He did say he didn't want it like super light, so he kept it at a 2. He does have a little bit of dry scalp, but being that he had freeform,
Bro, he gotta take that grill out.
you know, all he gotta use.
I think he will probably look a whole lot better without the grill.
And use some proper oils for his scalp.
And the girl
go away eventually.
that ripped out his dreads.
If it doesn't, then you go see a dermatologist. I think a dermatologist.
His dreads ain't look that bad though.
I think it's a dermatologist.
He could have got a retwist.
So after that,
but this was a lot better.
All the way down, I'm just gonna hop into my taper steps, do my ball line, then the lever open. Then I'm gonna use the 1 open and the 2 open. Then we're gonna come back down to the 2 closed, use the 1 open, 0 closed, and then the lever closed with no guard. Now fading is easy, anybody can do it. As long as you have a system, your fades are gonna come out somewhat decent, but
somewhat
it's
decent.
the eye that you develop, is the more you cut hair is what's gonna set you apart. So I just talked about my other client about this the other day. If you have 10 barbers that do the same exact steps, they're all gonna look different being on what their eye can see. Every barber doesn't have the same barber's eye. Some are better than others. Some can see things that others can't.
Right.
And you know, it all comes with repetition and how many people you've cut and the time that you put in cutting hair. It's a lot of factors that go into it, but when cutting hair, the main thing you want to focus on is trying to better your barber's eye, because that's what's going to set you apart, especially if you're doing the same steps as other people. You could do the same step as another person you've seen on YouTube, but your cut might look better because your eyes are better, okay? That's just how I feel. differs, you know, other barbers. It's not necessarily the steps, because I feel like everybody still uses this kind of the same steps, because you're still using the same guards, but it just depends on your eye, what kind of eye you have, and how developed your barber's eye is. So after doing the back taper and the back taper, we did the same exact steps. We're going to do the side taper now and just speed this part up. So now I'm getting into the lineup. As you guys can see, the over the ear line is super high naturally. Okay, there is no hair that grows there. There's not a hair follicle that grows there. That part of his hair wasn't pulled out. That lineup over his ear right there, where it's super high at like right above his ear, that is natural. Okay, I've cut him a long time ago before when I first started cutting hair, and it's always been like that. It's never changed. So what we're gonna do is gonna try our best to accommodate that and add some shape to it, instead of trying to make it smaller than what it is, because we need this cut to last as long as possible, and we're going to do that by lining up the most natural line possible. I always lower any area I'm about to line up with a guard size lower. Being that I cut his hair to a 2, I used a 1, and then I lined it up. Now we're doing the front. The front lineup is real easy. Just lower it, put some hairspray, let it dry. Make sure you guys use cold air when blow drying your hairspray.
What's that? I thought he said use the cold air.
Hairline shape.
On checkout.
It's straight, nice and crispy. And this is one of those clients that love enhancements, so we are going to use color enhancements and the pencil on this one. You know, you got to give your client what they want. And I am using my Kogo trimmers. If they are in stock, you can find them.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that chalk line was something they put on. I be cutting my hair, I be getting the same line when I
hit out of the box. I never touched,
especially when I touch hair that I got like hair
that's
that's
go
here,
into
and then I move it down. It looks very sharp. I don't use no enhancements. I don't be out here like that.
You go to tuneforty5.com
I just,
and get,
you know,
some percentage off.
I've actually never used enhancements in my life.
A lot of these websites that you guys use on a daily, just try
I seriously only
checkout.
see enhancements like on YouTube.
For everything, all right. And also, if you just hit the description link below in all my videos,
my boy looking like too rare.
Click the title, and all the links that I have a code to will pop up. All you have to do is scroll.
Let's see what he talk about. They say he's gonna tell how his baby mama was just there it out.
Right now, get a
But that little dread that was hanging down, that stuff looked cool.
Wear wigs? Got to be Flash Glue Remover. Doesn't damage your scalp and is made with aloe vera and castor oil.
Yeah, when I first saw this dude, I thought he had like I thought he had braces on. You got that? What's that white stuff on his head? He got that one white piece in his head. And then, we're saying you do a 360 spin, bro. What's going on?
Just ripped my hair out, man. How you doing, my guy?
Cooling.
Just ripped my hair out. Just ripped my hair out. Just ripped my hair out, man. How you doing, my guy?
Cooling.
No. Basically, bro, she came. I'm gonna wrap it up fast, like she came.
Wrap it up fast.
Like she came, beat me out my sleep, pulled my hair out and shit, my dreads out and shit. I had freeforms and shit, and pulled my hair out, but I beat her ass though. So it was well worth my hair getting gone. I still look decent with a haircut. You feel me?
I wasn't telling nobody you beat her ass.
Hey, this is.
You should have said you had too much something. You should have said you had too much to drink. That's how what happened.
Yeah, she was drunk. Yeah, she was drunk. Yeah, she was drunk.
Alright, y'all, but yeah, so this is the aftermath, you know what I'm saying? After dreads got ripped off, He's clean now. All right, we'll see if he get waves or not. But until then, this is the cut. All right, if y'all like the video, make sure y'all like it, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new. Yeah, you just kind of wonder, bro. You want to shout out anything before I end it?
Hell no. You know I do boxing.
You want to shout out anything before I end it?
Nah, yeah, you look crazy. Yeah.
All right, y'all, we out.
That's what's up.
Dazzling home decor from Makers.
Anybody about to rip out my hair, bro? Man, I got all this hair. And then I wake up and it's like half this hair gone. Got a big old bald spot right here, and this hair is just like hanging off. It's like, nah. Let's see what else we got. Anybody say anything in comments? Okay, it's just me. It's just me. I was just letting people know that. Let me see if we can hit up Cam. Not, yeah, Cam.
But I got orders from the tribal chief. And those orders was to give you this microphone so you can say goodbye to them while you still can.
I ain't gonna lie. I like seeing solo talk, bro. It's different, man. It's not that different because I watched him while he was in NXT. I guess if you didn't watch him while he was in NXT, but like, bro, I didn't even know you could talk. Alright, no, I already knew. Let's see what we got next. Let's see some Here Comes the Pain. AC finishers. Okay. 17 minutes. Yeah, we'll go 17 minutes. I don't want to have 24. Not that time really means anything, but I don't like just using up time. I feel like the video is not as long. Volume is hella loud. This is the game everybody be talking about. I ain't never even played this game before. I think I played SmackDown. Shut Your Mouth on GameCube. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't even my GameCube. I went to like one of those charity places where they have like video games set up. And they already had that game set up, so I just went in and played it. This was like in, I think 2010 or 2011. I think around that time, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 just came out. I think I played the game on some kid's PSP. I was like, what? That's crazy, man. I played it for the brief time I did. I was playing with John Cena. He used to always do that running DDT move. I'm pretty not sure if y'all seen it. Y'all seen it 1,000 times. I like how the ring moves. Plus the flashing images in the back. It kind of does that in 2K23. It's just the arenas aren't like that. They probably are if you look for it and you download it. I just ain't probably downloaded an arena that looks like that. Cause they had it on there. When it comes to that Royal Rumble where the entrance is like right in front of you. Was that Chavo? Is this Chris Jericho and Chris Benoit? Okay. I like how he just moves. Oh yeah, I think in some of the games, if you make it to the rope, you could keep holding on until they got to a 4 count. If they got to 5 and you were still holding on, you would just get disqualified. Okay. Oh, for real? Hey, bro, we on here just reacting to stuff. Let me know what you want me to react to. We might react to, that Fortnite new season. See what's going on. I think one of my friends told me about it, he told me about it, while I was at work. He said the new season, they was bringing back, like, I think some of the old seasons back. I don't know, I was like, things like going in reverse, but I got you. I think it was like season 2 or something. It's crazy, because that was the last season I played, was season 2. I just wanted to check out some old nostalgia videos, see what they was talking about. I ain't never played this game before. I would like to see Eddie do his frog splash move. I feel like that's the only move we ain't seen him do yet. And doesn't look like we're gonna see. Who's this? Oh, I thought this was. Damn, Eric ain't never moved like that. Let me find out. Let me catch in the comments. I was saying. Oh, Eric. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, that jackhammer looks good. I like how he moves when he does the jackhammer. I think the new way he does the jackhammer, he doesn't really move. He just stands there and then he drops them. He kind of does do the moving animation for 2K15. I think that was the last time he did the moving animation. My old stepdad, he used to have the Road Warriors DVD. I used to watch it a whole lot. That's how I know Hawk and Animal. I think Animal was the one who died. No, I think it was Hawk. Yeah, it was Hawk. Because Animal stayed around. I think him and Vader started a tag team. I don't know, man. They could both be dead by now. I just know one of them died earlier. I used to want to hit people with that move. Where you kick them in the balls with the Goldust move. Oh. Did they just show Hawk a minute ago? Or was that Animal? Iron Sheik and Jimmy Snuka, bro. R.I.P. Jimmy. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't know Jimmy Snuka had died until I think a year or two ago. I looked him up because I ain't really know who he was. I was like, wonder why Jimmy Snuka ain't made a return in a while. Then they say he died in, I think, 2014. So did Jake Snake Roberts. They said he been dead. I mean, not Jake the Snake. Rick Rude. I was wondering why he never made a return, and he died too. Ooh, that's a nice hairstyle for Lita. I hate the way they pin though. We got this like the ugliest pin system. Hit any button with PvP. Oh, I see. That was a nice John Cena. He really did wear those shoes, bro. I was wondering when I saw the shoes on the 2K23. I was like, did John Cena even wear these shoes? But yeah, they're the exact replica and everything. It must have been cool to play with this game. The hair physics and everything, they were just nice. Not amazing, but they're nice for what they are. Is that Kevin Nash? Oh. I'm about to say, is that Kevin Nash or Undertaker? Y'all know him as a Kevin Nash, but I know him as Big Daddy Diesel.
Check out these deals of the week at Walgreens.
Yeah, that's Big Daddy right there, bro. Lance Storm. I knew that would probably be Lance Storm or Ken Shamrock. That was a nice Olympic slam. I just thought it would have like more of an extension on it. That's why I was just staring at Kurt Angle. My boy Knight. Oh, okay, he's on the rope now. Before he wasn't on the rope. Now, definitely. Ooh, nice. Not so much. Here we go. Boom. The Tiger Feint kick. That wasn't quite the 619. 2. Come on, Randy. There we go. Now that's the 619. West Coast Pop. One, 2. Did he get out of it? Ultimo Dragon, bro. I think they said this was the only game he was in. One, 2. Damn, just a 2 count. I'm in. See where we at. I just wanted to see if there was anyone I cared to see. Not really. I don't think Jeff Hardy was in this game. Maybe he was, I just didn't see him. But let's go check out that new Fortnite season. Maybe we can find one of those videos where it's like new Fortnite season. Okay. I don't really play Fortnite, but you know, I wouldn't mind watching. Let's see. OG Chapter 1, everything new explained. What was that video? 19 minutes. Now we'll just watch this. Let's see what's going on. This is about top 5 gaming. Let me know if y'all watch SmackDown. I didn't watch it because I heard it was just recording. I might check it out on Instagram later.
2018. A lot has changed in 5 years. From Tilted Towers looking a little different to the upcoming live event, let's break down everything you need to know about week 1 of OG Fortnite. So right
I think in the OG Fortnite, they brought back the map.
Bombs in the whole desert biome. That's why you can drop here and land at all your favorite spots from back in the day. We're starting with Season 5, but it's not going to last long. On November 9th, we'll be back in Season 6, and then 7 and 8 a week later, finishing with 9 and X on the 23rd. It's going to be an insanely short season, so if you have a favorite map, enjoy it while you can. Now we have finally got one of the most popular items in Fortnite history. The pump shotgun is back after years of waiting. Epic love to rework this thing into different versions like the Sharp Tooth, Striker Pump,
shotgun?
but they have stopped messing around and given us
Okay.
the original. People are hyped about this. Using it is already bringing back a wave of nostalgia, but not as much as dropping Tilted. Sure, we've also had its return over the years, but it just never hit the same. Whether it's destroyed by a war or mixed with Salty Springs, nothing felt the same as the original. Well, our patience paid off, but not everything is the same. People are shocked to learn that Tilted isn't back to its former glory. A huge building is missing from the area, the iconic Trump Tower. This huge restaurant and construction site was incredible for loot and getting a high vantage point, but sadly, it has been replaced by the No Sweat building. And it's not the only thing to be changed. Fortnite has come a long way since the early days, so they've had to update Chapter 1's map to be compatible with Zero Build. With all that open space and huge mountains, we need ways to get up there, so Epic has given us a solution. All Zero Build and Team Rumble players have rifts, porta bunkers, and zip lines, allowing you to enjoy the whole map regardless of your playstyle. You don't have to rely on them either, because Fortnite has added grapplers to the
I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
giving us a much-needed mobility item.
I didn't really pay attention to the map. I was more focused on just the
because it'll
vibing.
save your life. Or, you know, hop in a vehicle. ATKs are back, and you might remember them just as the golf carts, but they add a ton of useful features, like drifting. The longer you do this, the more boost you get, which is great for escaping the storm. Not to mention, the roof is bouncy, so if you need to protect yourself from fall damage or get up to a high place. Players are way more interested in the first vehicle, though, shopping carts. These were a staple item back in the day, as you could wheel your friends around, roll down hills and ramps, or pull off a trick shot. So while
They
you're
look
spinning around your
fun.
golf cart, make sure to stop at Lazy Links. It's honestly one of the most underrated POIs of Chapter 1, and it's here now for us to appreciate all over again. Whether you're using the old golf toy to get a hole-in-one, or going for a swim in the pool, it's just a chill place to drop. Not to mention, it's a spawn location of the ATKs. Use them while you can, though, because both golf carts and shopping carts get removed in a week. It wouldn't be a new season without a battle pass, and Fortnite OG is different to any of the ones before it. This only has 50 tiers, making it the shortest pass in history, but it also includes
Damn.
0 crossovers, which is the first time this has
50
happened
tiers
since
is a whole lot.
2019. Once you buy the pass, hopefully with code T5G, you'll instantly get access to Spectra Night. This is a customizable version of
T5G,
Red Knight from
use
back
that
in the
code.
day. It's way more modern, along with remixes of Black Knight and
I'm gonna
Ultimate
put that in
Knight,
the
so
comments.
you can wear any version you want.
So y'all
This is
know.
technically the secret skin, but not really, and as you complete weekly quests, you'll unlock those extra helmets. Just followed by a mashup of everyone's favorite food mascots, Peely and Lil Whip. They go together to make Lil Split, the most adorable remix of all time. And I gotta admit, I love his back bling, but the sound of his glider is
Use code
questionable.
T5G. Hey, check out.
Over at Base, we have a crossover between some of the most popular OG outfits of all time, Renegade Raider and Lynx. They have been merged to create Renegade Lynx. Not the most creative name, but it gets the job done, and she's easily one of the best Raider remixes we've ever had. Also, her emote is Dab, so that's how you know we're in 2018 again. The final skin is Omega Rock. You could already tell who this guy is a mashup of. Both legendary tier 100 outfits come together to create the true Harbinger. And if you don't own the Battle Pass, there's always the item shop, which has Raven Team Leader for 1,600 V-Bucks. Once you win a match, sadly there's no OG Victory Royale screen, but you will be rewarded with a remix version of the original umbrella from Chapter 1. Now it's the Time Machine displaying the date of May 4th, 2024 and June 8th, 2068. Not exactly sure about the 2068 part, but for anyone who gets 75 points and rank ups later this season, you'll get the Competitor's Time Umbrella and Skyblade's Glider, which reflect your highest rank this season. Okay, so honestly, the second you load into Fortnite OG, you're gonna feel like you're 5 years younger again, especially now that combat caches and NPC bosses have been removed. If you want random loot, you'll have to seek down a supply drop. They were sorely missed in Chapter 4, and thankfully, they're ready to be looted again. Not the only slap of nostalgia in your face, Fortnite did the unthinkable and re-added controversial items like smoke grenades and boogie bombs. Hopefully the smoke doesn't lag your game anymore, but they did fix the boogies so you can cancel the dance when shot at. Speaking of bombs, we also have stink grenades at our disposal to really throw off enemies and a grenade launcher to hit them from a distance. They're especially useful at POIs like Viking Village. This place was notorious back in the day for being a great vantage point. The huge Viking boat also keeps its deadly chest inside, where if you destroy the floor, you'll fall straight to your death. And definitely don't remind your teammates about this. Thankfully, this place isn't covered in snow yet, or maybe it'll be completely destroyed in 2 weeks, so we'll have to find out. But get ready, because the second most
Destroyed
popular
in 2
shotgun has
weeks.
also been brought back. Not only do we have the OG pump, but tac shotties have returned. Players are incredibly excited about this one, especially when they paired with the legendary heavy shotgun. In a surprising turn of events though, LMGs are back. In case you wanted to be the most annoying player of all time. With 2018 Fortnite returning, there's one question on everyone's minds. If I jump off the map right now, will I die? I'd love to troll you and say no, you totally get eliminated when you hit the water. Swimming is officially vaulted, which also means you gotta build across Loot Lake again. Don't forget, we're still in Chapter 4, so all the evolution we've had over the years can't be removed overnight, like tactical sprinting, which is now possible on the OG map. They even kept mantling.
I ain't gonna lie, Fortnite be taking up a whole lot of space.
Back in the day, running around felt insanely slow.
Yeah, delete like 3 games just to get Fortnite.
Except we have learned what the next collab is, and people are freaking out. After years of speculation and teases, Stranger Things is returning to
Use code Sheena.
Soon a bundle will appear in the shop, giving us 11. Her set is incredible and also includes references to other characters from the show, like Steve Harrington's baseball bat or Eddie's spear. So hopefully this means their outfits are coming soon. They even updated the Demogorgon and Hopper, possibly setting them up for a long-awaited return. If you haven't noticed yet, the shop is clearly very different. Out of habit, we see this and immediately try to scroll down, but nothing happens. That's because they brought back the old version of the shop when there was only one tab. Honestly, this is really refreshing. You used to open the store and be overwhelmed with like 50 million tabs. It was a nightmare. So hopefully this simple design sticks around. Once you bought a fresh skin, head back in game and make sure to play build mode. You'll get the exclusive return of traps. Yes, you can finally booby trap the house you're camping in, which some people are gonna love and others are gonna rage quit. If you need a quick escape, Rift to Go's are now available, so you can outrun that RPG immediately. And spikes aren't the only traps you can place. They brought back the old versions of launch pads and campfires, which take up a trap slot. This means they're unavailable in zero builds, but for regular BR players, make sure to keep an eye out for these because they might save your life. If you want to save a teammate though, reboot vans are sticking around. These didn't exist in the original Season 5, but this game would feel weird without them, so Fortnite brought the vans back. Sadly, they're not the OG version where you spawn on top of the van. Instead, you still rift down from the sky. If you really want nostalgia, Epic is bringing back Battle Stars. As soon as you explore the map, there's a chance you'll find a hidden star.
What's the difference between selling on a marketplace and selling with Shopify? When you build a store,
which immediately levels up a tier of the Battle Pass. These are so fun back in the day, and they always used to hide their location in the weekly loading screens. But speaking of hiding, Fortnite OG has vaulted the bushes. You can wear these and either crouch to pose as a bush, or simply use it as an extra shield.
This video
feels
longer than 10 minutes.
One headshot damage, so as you run through the endless fields, make sure to wear one in case you get sniped by a hand cannon or a hunting rifle. Don't worry though, if you get popped, you can just drink a chug jug. I'd be more worried about the scar, which hasn't been in the game since Chapter 4 Season 1, although they nerfed it in the ground back then, and thankfully it's restored to the OG version this season. The lower rarities also have their own models back and are joined by the assault rifle family, like the scoped and silenced AR. If the return to Chapter 1 is getting your friends excited to dust off their consoles, Fortnite has enabled Reboot Rally to recruit them back to the game. Anyone who hasn't played in the last 30 days can party up with you to complete easy quests and earn some insane rewards like a free dragon glider. One of the most iconic landmarks is back, and it feels just like the old days.
I ain't played in the last 3 years.
Finally returned after being taken from us in 2019, and you can still play soccer with working goals. Unfortunately, the score seems to be a little broken at the moment, but at least you could go and visit the old pool center next door. Now, if you can't find the item you're looking for, check a vending machine because they have been completely reverted. These things have been changed countless times over the years, and now they are finally back to how they were before. There's just 3 unique items in each one, and you'll have to pickaxe the screen to change it. They cost mats again too, so you'll have to play build mode, otherwise they simply don't appear. So make sure to play while you can, because the season will end with a huge live event on December 2nd. It's already leaked to have a night-night screen and a special countdown timer in the lobby and at Dusty's warehouse. Last time, Chapter 1 ended with the rocket launch.
That's cool. That's what's up. Alright, let's check out Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2. I want to see, do they have anything new? Oh, I forgot the X goes first. I used to be on this game all the time. I had that Emperor's Death Beam and a whole lot of other stuff. Okay, let's see what's going on with this new Rose update. Cause I got the Super Saiyan Rose hair. And I got the t-shirt and the pants. But I don't got the shoes yet.
open again for the 3.
I heard he's starring in the next superhero blockbuster. They're calling him Mellow Man.
Mellow Man?
I heard
Mellow Man.
He's got a tattoo that says not from here.
I heard he's one.
I'm the only one.
Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here for some more Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and the free update just went live. We are currently in week 3 of the Festival of Universes event, so be sure to go ahead and collect your rewards from week 2. Now, I didn't participate during week 2's event, so I don't think I'm going to be getting anything new. Not too sure if these rewards are from
Hey, let me start mine out.
But let's just go ahead and accept everything. I already thought I accepted all of these, but maybe we just get these same rewards for each week, because if I recall correctly, our weekly individual points stay the same, right? We just keep on accumulating them within each week, and then we can eventually get the Super Saiyan Aura. I believe we need a total of 47,000. Correct me down below if I'm wrong, but yeah, every week the Festival of Universes updates. It doesn't reset our points, so we can technically, you know, kind of distribute our time within all 9 weeks that they have to accumulate the 47,000 points to achieve the Super Saiyan Aura. Technically, if we really wanted to, but I'm sure a lot of you guys already reached that mark. And let's see if we get a brand new cutscene for this week's presentation. Yep, here it is. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the same thing like last week.
It's the results from the last round.
The lucky #1 spot for the previous round in the Festival of Universes goes to...
Once again, my bet is on Universe 7. There it is. There it is.
It's always Universe 7.
Congratulations to all those on the winning team.
Hey, once again, shout outs to Universe 7.
I don't think I'm even on the team.
You can still turn this around, so keep fighting.
Let's see.
Check your rewards and placement and do your best this week.
Wait, so let's check the leaderboards. Let's see who placed second, because that's the true challenge right there. Reaching second place between Universe 6 and 11, right? Oh, this time around we have Vegeta.
The worst results. But you'll need to do better if you want to win.
Oh, this is
Alright, so as for the new camaraderie characters, I think we now get to level up Kefla, Jiren, and Rose Goku Black. There's one more character, but I low-key forgot who it was. And in my personal opinion, I think Rose Goku Black and Full Power Jiren both have like one of the coolest festival super attacks. So first place, we got a total of 93 million. Second place, Universe 6 once again, a total of 38 million, and Universe 11 third place, 33 million. They're only behind by 5 million. Yeah, only 5 million. Pretty impressive. But yeah, first place, dude, that's not even fair at this point. Shout outs to Beerus, man, and shout outs to the entire Universe 7 team once again.
I wonder what we gotta do to be
we literally tripled second place's score pretty much. That is actually insane. As you can see, I still have 15,000 glory points. So with each week, the point system does not reset. So if we go over to the other reward system, this is what I was talking about at the start of the video. If we want to reach level 15, which is, yeah, 47,000 to get the Super Saiyan Aura, we can do so within the 9 weeks that the Festival of Universes is open for, right? You can see right here, 9 weeks, currently week 3. Now, I'm definitely going to be participating during this week just because of the Zeno item that we get. As you all know, this increases your strength by 10-fold. As for the new bonus system, this time around, it's under the Cross Versus system, which is extremely epic because it gives, you know, new players a reason to try out the brand new mode if you want to accumulate points at the same time. So we'll go ahead and try that, but for now I'm trying to find Full Power Jiren, Kefla, and Rose Goku Black just for I can try to unlock the brand new attacks, and let's just see what they have to say. Kefla literally just spawned in And if I remember correctly, I believe her festival attack is extremely accurate to the actual anime. It's the gigantic blast that she used against Ultra Instinct Goku, and Goku just dodged and weaved everything, right? So we got the camaraderie star level 1 and the experience boost as well. Let's go ahead and talk to her once more to get the extra experience points. There it is. All right, cool. The Festival of Universes, where the mightiest gather. It might be worth my time and attention. Do you intend to enter this festival? If you do, then you must fight to be the best. Hey, yo. As you all know, we can fight in a serious battle. So going up against full power Jiren might be pretty intense. And here's Goku Black. Let's go. He's already transformed and ready for battle. If you value your life, step away this instant. Otherwise, only fear and despair awaits you. You still insist on remaining in my presence? Such conceit is deserving of death. And yet,
I feel like I'm ready. I'm like the level 99.
Your life shall be spared for now.
I'm not the super best player.
Rose, calm down. Show me the extent of your power and prove your kind is worthy of it.
I be being all the expert
if you
levels.
Successfully demonstrate this to me, I vow to spare the lives of all who are here.
I got
Do not wonder at my whims, mortal. Entertain me with your futile struggles. We got the
PS4 version. I don't think they made a PS5 version.
And then, there it is. We'll go ahead and try out the bonus system under Cross Versus, just to see how many points we get. So, without the bonus, I believe, if I remember correctly, we only get 17 points.
I think we can stream this
and that's after
winning
the battle, right? Only 17 points. So now, with the extra bonus, I'm sure it's going to be in the hundreds, maybe even in the 300s, because the parallel quest was 220, I believe, and the expert raid missions were 260. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is like in the 300s, because it does take a little bit more time to complete the Cross Versus missions, right? Oh, that's the last of it. We won. We are victorious. There it is. We defeated the enemy's raid boss.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward. This is the best way of winning instead of accumulating points throughout the match. It's just a lot more funner to me. I mean, it's a lot easier going up against Vegeta or Blackstone. I believe those are the other two characters instead of the giant character, just because he always replenishes his shields and whatnot.
Not the first one.
Yeah, our team won. So let's see how many points we accumulated. And we got nice a capsule.
I think
220. That's it. It's the same as the Power Quest mission, but it takes about 5 to 8 minutes to complete.
300, maybe 400,000.
Hey man, I don't know about all that, but this is it for today's video. That's a pretty cool loading screen. The new characters: Full Power Jiren, Rose, Goku Black, and Kefla, as well as Pan. And of course, if we participate in these events, we'll get the exclusive Festival of Universes rewards. Be sure to participate in this specific week, just because we do unlock the Zeno item, right? That increases our strength by a ton. Thank you guys for the immense support. Of course, if you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, please make sure to drop a like. I'll greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
I used to be doing that, bro. I'd be seeing people wearing stuff that I already have. Then I just dress up with some. Why not?
Interesting.
I was just not ready to coiling my hair. This little coil right here is nothing too much. Just on the freebie. We've been on here, I think, an hour. Let me check.
How fluently it actually works for VR users.
Okay. So we've been on here an hour and 2 minutes. I am gonna stream on here, man. I'm gonna stream it from my phone. I'm gonna get on Twitch and stream Xenoverse 2. Then I'll put it on YouTube and y'all can see it as well. Hope y'all tune in, but if not, this is it for today. Thank y'all for watching though. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Y'all